yet. But then again, Lucas Jungle does not have a glowing track record even since SPS.
Yep.
So it's been a while since we saw Lucas Jungle that didn't struggle. Let's see how Aurora will make it work.
Game number 1. Will we see a revenge tour for Twisted Minds up against the undefeated kings of MLBB? So far, Aurora, or will Aurora continue their dominance?
Going up into this too, I'm wondering how that matchup's going to work. Just because, yeah, Lucas hasn't done too well in the jungle, and then you're up against a Hanzo, who is currently sitting at that 0% win rate. I think it is only MP the King that's picked them up so far, so pretty standard stuff to start the game.
All right, so the rotation is to make sure that the Lucas gets to farm faster. Renegade hugged and leashed the orange buff, and Demon Kite went for blue first. So they're already at the Scaled Lizard area in the bottom half of Twisted Minds' jungle, and they're invading that. While the Jamal, seems like a mashup-wise, is getting stopped a little bit by Demon Kite in lane. By the way, for Kalea, she is the 127th unique hero picked throughout MPL Philippines history, and number 61 in terms of unique hero pick this season.
Wait, how many heroes do we have already in the Land of Dawn? Is it more than 120? It's got to be more than 127. So
yeah, not every hero has been specifically picked up just yet, but
yeah. And looking at the emblem so far, I didn't see what the I didn't see what the Renegade rocked with the Galea there.
Knowing Kalea, it's most likely support emblem, very similar to a Badang emblem build-up because you want to maximize the cooldown reduction. By the way, 128 unique heroes.
Wow.
So there's only one.
What's the one?
If I'm not mistaken, no, it's not a Mia. We'll go back to that at some point.
Yeah, I'm wondering what is the one that hasn't been picked up?
Okay, so far, Jamal trying to stand his ground against the next standard. This is going to be basically Jamal's trial by fire. Imagine going in mid-season and you're up against the next standard and the undefeated team in Aurora MLBB. First turtle up for grabs already. Edward already zoning out the members in Twisted Minds.
He's going to go ahead and just show up at the front side. MP will jump in with that Pinnacle Ninja. Still going to be breaking it forward, but the Infernal Pursuit, he's quite tanky, but UA finally falls in the exchange. MP goes back. Escalera doesn't get away as Demon Kite will pick up a kill. Still, turtle for the taking. Edward at less than half health. He might go down. Another Infernal Pursuit, holding his own against James, and here comes the slam from Renegade. Retribution's going to be used, though, and they won't be able to catch James.
Edward was literally one more hit, but again, with the addition of Renegade, a lot of heals are coming in with MP.
Oh, Renegade gets taken out by MP.
Num, 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 num.
Delicioso. And I think that's a very good example as to why Kalea is quite busted right now. But good thing the Twisted Minds got into that actually with a revitalize for the Gacha, and they held out. James had very good positioning that made Aurora think twice, hence why in the long run, Twisted Minds were able to win that skirmish because James didn't let go of his pressure point in the back line, and it made Aurora hesitate somewhat. MP the King though getting invaded by Aurora.
Okay, UA gonna take the Avatar of the Guardian. Whoa, UA won't be able to escape either. Renegade holding on. Doesn't want to use that Tsunami Slam just yet. Zabat Force comes down, waiting for the team, but he'll get taken out. So 2 fall. A very aggressive choice from Aurora, but it won't capitalize on anything.
Very quick rotation actually by the 2 EXP laners, Phobius and the Hilda. Both let go of their lanes to join in the skirmish in the upper half of the map. So I think right now these 2 teams are in the same wavelength, but Twisted Minds, in terms of improvement, they're showing it already. They're fighting a little bit better, their comms are clean, execution is clean, and they're not just giving up if it looks like it's not a good fight to take anymore. They're trying to find ways to get back into it.
Yeah, so far Twisted Minds already looking good. Even Jamal, despite going up against Demon Kite, actually is doing good. A lot of that, of course, will add up to the fact that they have Purify. So even if Aurora starts their aggression early on, especially the crowd controls coming in from Renegade, one Purify can do the job and twist the game right into their favor. And right now, Twisted Minds already a 1.7k gold lead. And looking at the lineup, you don't want to be this behind, especially early on, up against a team with a Sicilian.
Yeah, the fact too that MP's got these early kills, this is probably the best situation he's been on the Hanzo since he's the one picking it up. So on his way to go ahead and scale up, goes in now for Edward, might be able to pop off the feast. Infernal Pursuit again, comes through, has to flicker defensively, but he's still alive, goes down, jumps on in, and Edward survives the 2v1.
Oh my god, the Brave Star work, but look at this!
There's a Tsunami Slam once again. Renegade will back off. Bought enough time, but Escalera popped the Revitalize. Oh, Jeezy goes down, and Avatar of the Guardian going to be used from Escalera. Gets a ton off with the Unbreakable, and James waits in the brush now, chasing for Yue. Demon Knight on the run, has to get away from James and Yue. There's the flicker forward from James. James still on the run. Can't get him, and now he's going to be in trouble. Gets knocked in the air, and here's the rest of the squad to come crashing down as they punish James.
Wow. Twisted Mind slipped on the discipline there. In lane, Jamal gets single-handedly taken out by Dominkite, while James committed the flicker, tried to outplay the Lucas in the beast form, the Sacred Beast form. Just wasn't the right call there by James, and now the early efforts of Twisted Minds have slipped out of their hands, and it's going to the side of Aurora now, with them being able to break the first tower in game.
Okay, Jamal pops his Purify already. They're trying to go in, flickers out for Aurora, but Twisted Minds going for the chase.
MP looking to get the feast off again on Yue. Hajizi will clean up their kill, but enough damage from MP to cap it off. So they do get a kill in that, but they did get the Purify again. They have to play around Renegade's pressure with that Kalea and that Tsunami Slam.
Really a back and forth matchup happening right now. Dominkite already has his Hunter Strike and Sky Piercer, so you can expect the range and the aggression that Aurora can bring. They can pour it onto Twisted Minds at any given moment. But looking at the matchup, it's all boiling down to extended team fights. So far, if Twisted Mind, if they don't have the Revitalize, they're having a hard time, especially countering out Edward's Brave Smite, and not to mention the heals coming in from the Hitman, the Merman rather.
The Merman.
Well, Aurora has to look out, though, for MP the King. 2 kills already, and both of them coming from the back off of being able to maximize the Soul Snatch. That is the name of his Demon Feast when he is in the Forbidden Ninjutsu or the Hanekage form. And that was the one, if I'm not mistaken, was nerfed a little bit. The buff was in the human version, the Demon Feast form.
Okay, now Twisted Minds trying to aid Jamal in his own lane. But Edward might respawn right away alongside the members of Aurora. So far, 20 seconds before the next turtle will be, before the next lord will be, wait, was it the turtle? Yeah, the turtle will be spawning.
Yeah, third one of the game.
Yeah, third one in the game. So far, one each has been secured by both of these teams. And again, it's going to be a matter of who's going to, so far, do a crowd control first, because we haven't seen much crowd control coming in from the Hitman himself.
Yeah, it keeps getting cleaned out or purified out. So we've seen it a little bit, usually onto Escalera. But let's see if he's going to be able to get a big pick at some point in the fight.
This one again, Renegade holding down the front. Going to go ahead and jump in and just has to get out. Dodges the Avatar of the Guardian. But they're going to respect MP as Haji fell, and now they're going to fight for it. MP gets the turtle. Last one of the game, but they're still going to force the fight. Jamal in trouble too. Under this Almond Force. Won't be able to escape Demon Kite. And they get Escalera too. They might have lost the turtle, but they got 3 kills.
And it's looking like they're planning to extend that by going for the middle lane. MP the King trying to delay the push of Aurora, but this time you can already feel a Renegade. He has the capability to go ahead and do that.
He's jumping on in. They're going to be looking for James. James won't be able to survive the shots coming out from Dominkite. Now the mid turret, the tier 1's going to fall. MP again goes in, finds it, and takes out Renegade.
He's really using that Soul Snatch very well as an execute. But Aurora does have the lead here. They were able to win the last team fight. Good call by Aurora, specifically Demon Kite. Go ahead and chase Hajizi. The Sicilian is the key piece for the Twisted Mind strategy here. And although he has suffered 2 deaths, the farm has been going well for him. He has a big lead compared to US Vale, who only has around 4K, while he's getting closer to the 5.5, 5.6 mark. I'm talking about Hajizi. And when it gets to the very late game, Twisted Minds actually has a very gnarly late game lineup that can defend quite well around the raw damage between the Harith, Sicilian, and the Hanzo. The only question will be is if Escalera and James can hold out long enough for their main damage dealers to do their job.
Yeah, so far we've seen Escalera and James actually try and isolate the backline of Aurora, but the mobility of Aurora that they're showing just goes to show how capable they are for going this. But look at this!
Yeah, the damage for him, even Edward, he's not taking enough. He gets back MP, but there's the knock-up into the windstorm. UA finally catches MP, gives him his first death.
Okay, so the #1 problem that Aurora was facing was MP the King's Hanzo, and they were able right away to make quick work of that. Heads-up play coming in from Yue for finding where the body is lying, setting up Aurora for might be a clean Lord take, because Twisted Minds, they have to give this away.
All right, the first Lord now going to the side of Aurora. Twisted Minds will have to play from their defense. Luckily, Hajizi didn't have a hard time farming up. Now the question is if it's Jamal on the board in terms of the items. He's already up to, well, only the Feather of Heaven. Still waiting on his third. Once the third item gets locked in for that Harith, the defense for Twisted Minds is going to go well since Magic Lantern is already up for the Sicilian. Look at Dominkai though. No death just yet. Already up to 4 items with the Sky Piercer, Sea Halberd, and Malefic Roar after a Hunter Strike. So other than the question of will the front line of Twisted Minds be able to hold on long enough for their backliners to deal damage, can they even reach Thumbing?
Oh, close call there. But still, Aurora, the Pinnacle Ninja, it's just quick work for them. It's just easy work. They can actually burst him down right away. As you mentioned, Renmar, the damage is so far from Aurora clearly is there. And they might be even able to take away an inhibitor turret if things go well for the Northern Lights. Again, their Holy Shields still for Twisted Minds has been popped. That's good pop there for Aurora. So the Lord can siege in onto the bottom lane.
They go ahead and pop those down. Lord will charge in at the bottom base turret. Twisted Minds holds on, they can clear it out. MP's now going to join the fight, jump in, takes a ton of damage already, has to go back, returns back to his body. But it's Twisted Minds that will hold on to the base turret down in the bottom lane.
Oh man, it's looking like Twisted Minds, you just really have to hope that the Sanguine Claws or a good AOG from Escalera will connect, because Twisted Minds in the base defense, they're backing on MP the King to do something, but by the time the Pinnacle Ninja is available, it's already bursted down by Aurora.
Yeah, Twisted Minds will now bank on the idea that, okay, we can defend, we can hold on as long as Sicilian doesn't go down early. It's going to be around Hajizi to be able to hold on and defend. Because if Aurora mess up one engage, one siege, if they get blasted by the Sicilian, that's when MP the King and Jamal should enter and fight. By the way, quick item update for the Harith, still on the way to the Holy Crystal, 7K for Jamal. And speaking of the young man's debut, so far I've seen some points of pain points for the young man. Growing pain, still he is a rookie. There were times where he should have just backed up. And let's see if he can time those a little bit better, especially in the defense, because he's going to be very important in those scenarios.
Yeah, it might be because of his aggression, eagerness to one-up one of the best gold laners so far in MPL Season 15. Lord will be spawning in 35 seconds. A while ago, it was detrimental for Twisted Minds because they were able to pick off MP the King down to the middle lane because of Yue prior to the first Lord. And if Twisted Minds somehow does that again, it's going to be hard for them to contest for the Lord.
Yeah. By the way, Demonkai's been on fire with this Lucas jungle.
It's like the first time this has actually worked.
Yeah, I think it's because Aurora are playing around the idea of make sure that Demonkai's positioning isn't similar to the Fredrin's Bakshos of old, the utility jungle style, wherein he's acting more like an EXP laner hunting down the back line, looking for Hajizi, knowing that he has an escape tool, and he'll be able to get away in case he needs to, while still being able to deal a devastating amount of damage. So the suggestion by Aurora in terms of how to make this Lucas jungle work has been on point. Okay.
Let's see if they're going to make it work once again. Because second Lord up for grabs. Good position here by Aurora. Now Twisted Minds. They're able to manage the lanes very well, but there's minions up top and they're going to eventually have to deal with that. And Aurora has the ball in their park.
Yeah, so they'll just keep juggling this back and forth right now. They're going to see that MP has to deal with that wave here in just a sec. Some of the buffs are coming up too, so they might not commit to this unless they actually get that information and then just give it a whole green light right now. But it's sitting at half health with the Lord Dance, so James is just going to hold the front, give the information.
Yeah, what's Ube, Lucian without a proper long Lord Dance? But Aurora, they might actually go and commit this time a soft reset on the Lord. Twisted Minds, 5-man, ready to engage. Sanguine Claws will connect. Hajizi already pops his ult. MP the King with the ultimate as well. Conceal coming in from Escalera. They forced out Aurora back.
MP will have to go back, returns with his body.
That's a reset.
That's a reset, especially the fact you don't have Bat's Feast anymore here. You also use the Conceal. So that's just the green light to take this Lord. I don't think Twisted Minds is going to be able to get in any position. MP's going to jump in, though. Isn't able to do anything. UA, again, popping off the damage, and now they're going to be focusing on Jamal. Jamal, Summon Force won't be enough, even though they take out Renegade. But Domikite goes forward, picks up a triple kill as MP the King goes back to base all alone. But he can't go 1 versus 4 against Aurora. They're looking to end the game at the 15-minute mark, and they'll do just that as MP desperately tries to stay in the game, but it's not enough as Aurora takes game.